How's it going, my peeps? I'm here with yet another match card prediction video for the Royal Rumble 2014. Now, before I talk about this and go into detail about this, I would just like to state that the reason why I didn't post up a Raw results video this time is simply I didn't catch Raw. I didn't watch Raw live. I watched it the day after, though, on Tuesday, and I've got to say it was a good show. It was an entertaining show. Love the fact that we saw Jake the Snake return in the end there. That was pretty cool. And a big win for Roman Reigns. It was a cool Raw overall. So I'm not really going to turn this into a Raw results or review video. Let's just actually talk about my match card prediction here. And as you can see, it is the Big Show, which I just went on Community Creations. Not Community Creations, I mean freaking Superstar Threads, and changed his attire, which I haven't changed in a while. I've been changing Superstar's attires, but I didn't do the Big Show, or didn't change his attire, so I did just that. Big Show versus Brock Lesnar. And I think this match, kind of like the unification match, or the rematch between John Cena and Randy, this is one of the more obvious ones. The more obvious match card predictions here for the Rumble. You see, when Brock Lesnar returned, like, what was it, last week? He attacked Mark Henry, or actually Mark Henry answered his challenge, and they fought. Brock Lesnar got the better of it. I didn't see that as Brock Lesnar versus Mark Henry at the Royal Rumble. I saw that maybe as Brock Lesnar versus Big E Langston at the Rumble. Maybe Big E, you know, tries to avenge Mark Henry or something like that, if Mark Henry would have been out for a couple of weeks. But of course, he returned on this week's Raw. And when he returned on this week's Raw, Brock Lesnar broke his arm. So now it's definitely not going to be Brock Lesnar versus Mark Henry at the Rumble. And then, suddenly the focus, not the focus, but my prediction of Big E Langston versus Mark Henry, I keep freaking messing up. I mean, Big E Langston versus Brock Lesnar went away as soon as the Big Show's music hits. Actually, not as soon as the Big Show's music hit. Because if Brock Lesnar would have just been the Big Show right then and there, like he did to Mark Henry, then I would have been like, okay, it still might be maybe Big E versus Brock at the Rumble. But no, they kind of teased, you know, the two fighting. They just had a tiny bit of fighting. Not really, it wasn't even fighting, it was just Brock grabbing Brock Lesnar and throwing him across the ring. And that to me kind of solidified it that, hey, you know what, at the Rumble, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show. Just think about this. Right now, they've just teased the fans of the matchup. They've had the Big Show, like I said, confront Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar kind of ran away and then tried to hit him from behind. Big Show grabbed him, threw him out of the ring, and Brock Lesnar kind of bailed, and Paul Heyman told him to back off, or, you know, not get in the ring. And you know, when something like this happens, when a match is teased, when a confrontation is teased, the match has to happen at some point. Thing is, with Brock Lesnar's contract, where, you know, he's got these limited dates, you're not going to see Big Show versus Brock Lesnar on an episode of Raw. I'd highly doubt you'd see that. Or any Brock Lesnar match, as of right now. And the next pay-per-view just so happens to be the Royal Rumble. Makes perfect sense, and I see it happening no other way or at no other time. And also, it's probably going to be a no-holds-barred match, just like all of his other matches he's had so far. I do remember the Brock Lesnar vs. CM Punk match. Initially, it wasn't a no-holds-barred match, it was just a regular matchup, but then the night of the pay-per-view, the night of the show, they made it no-holds-barred. So as far as this one goes, I'm saying they're either going to announce it no-holds-barred right off the bat, or make it no-holds-barred like the day of the show, or hey, who knows, maybe it can even be like a last-man-standing match, or something like that. A different kind of matchup, who knows, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be just a regular matchup. I definitely think it's going to be some sort of no disqualification, no holds barred match, where they can use a weapon, or maybe it's a steel cage, I don't know, basically a matchup where there is no disqualification. I'm pretty sure the purpose of this match is going to be to make Brock Lesnar, you know, look even stronger. You know, put Brock Lesnar over really as a monster, as this destructive force. And you could do that by putting him against, you know, another big man like Big Show or Mark Henry. And, you know, I thought you know, Brock Lesnar versus Mark Henry at the Rumble could have been pretty cool. But Brock Lesnar, well, Mark Henry got his arm broken by Brock Lesnar on Old School Raw, so that is not going to be taking place. Instead, it is going to be probably Big Show versus Brock Lesnar. I would have liked to see Brock Lesnar versus Biggie Langston, though. That's probably not going to happen for a long time now. Probably not going to happen until maybe after WrestleMania, if it is going to happen. And, of course, speaking of Biggie Langston, I do have another match card prediction video for the Rumble involving Biggie Langston and the Intercontinental Championship. I'll probably be posting up that video either today, around the same time I post this one up, or tomorrow. So anyways, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you can click the like button. With that said, I'm out. See ya.